House is a term used to refer to a building or structure that is designed and constructed for human habitation. In the context of construction and building industry, a house is typically a single-family dwelling unit that provides shelter, privacy, and security to its occupants. It is typically constructed using a variety of materials such as wood, concrete, brick, or stone and may have one or more stories. A house usually consists of several rooms such as bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, and sometimes additional spaces like home offices or recreational areas. These rooms are arranged in a functional layout that maximizes space utilization while ensuring ease of movement and accessibility. The design and construction of houses vary depending on factors such as location, climate conditions, cultural preferences, budget constraints, and building codes. Houses can be built in different styles ranging from traditional to modern designs with features such as pitched roofs, flat roofs, balconies, porches among others. In summary, a house is a permanent structure that provides shelter and accommodation for human beings. It is an essential part of the construction industry and plays a crucial role in providing homes for people all over the world. A house is a single-unit residential building. It may range in complexity from a rudimentary hut to a complex structure of wood, masonry, concrete or other material, outfitted with plumbing, electrical, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. Houses use a range of different roofing systems to keep precipitation such as rain from getting into the dwelling space. Houses generally have doors or locks to secure the dwelling space and protect its inhabitants and contents from burglars or other trespassers. Most conventional modern houses in Western cultures will contain one or more bedrooms and bathrooms, a kitchen or cooking area, and a living room. A house may have a separate dining room, or the eating area may be integrated into the kitchen or another room. Some large houses in North America have a recreation room. In traditional agriculture-oriented societies, domestic animals such as chickens or larger livestock, like cattle, may share part of the house with humans. The social unit that lives in a house is known as a household. Most commonly, a household is a family unit of some kind, although households may also have other social groups, such as roommates or, in a rooming house, unconnected individuals, that typically use a house as their home. Some houses only have a dwelling space for one family or similar-sized group. Larger houses called townhouses or row houses may contain numerous family dwellings in the same structure. A house may be accompanied by outbuildings, such as a garage for vehicles or a shed for gardening equipment and tools. A house may have a backyard, a front yard or both, which serve as additional areas where inhabitants can relax, eat, or exercise. Housing is a shelter used as a dwelling or living space by individuals, families, or a collective. It provides a space for preparing food, storing belongings, caring for children and the elderly, and maintaining privacy. Housing was a central concern of social reform movements in the 19th century when it was understood as a fundamental human need, distinct from spaces designated for work, healthcare, and education. In 1948, housing was recognized as a human right in Article 25 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, establishing housing as a necessary condition for an adequate standard of living. By the end of the 20th century, housing was increasingly understood as a space used for personal maintenance, rest, and leisure. From the 1950s to 1970s, the supply of adequate housing expanded globally due to public subsidies and the direct construction of publicly owned housing. Since the 1980s, home mortgages have become the most common means worldwide for individuals and families to access housing, while governments have shifted toward facilitation of the private mortgage market. The securitization of mortgage debt on a global scale since the early 2000s has further contributed to framing housing as investment property while the supply of adequate housing has continued to shrink. Housing includes a wide range of subgenres from apartments and houses to temporary shelters and emergency accommodations. Access to safe, affordable, and stable housing is essential for a person to achieve optimal health, safety, and overall well-being. Housing affects economic, social, and cultural opportunities as it is directly linked to education, employment, healthcare, and social networks. In many countries, housing policies and programs have been developed to address housing issues related to affordability, quality, and availability. These programs and policies are referred to as housing authorities, also known as a housing ministry or housing department. Generally, there are two types of housing: market housing and non-market housing. Market housing refers to housing that is bought and sold on the open market, with prices and rent determined by supply and demand. Market housing is owned by private individuals or corporations and consists of apartments, condominiums, private housing, etc. Non-market housing refers to housing that is provided and managed by the government or non-profit organizations. The goal of non-market housing is to provide affordable housing for individuals or families considered low income. Non-market housing is subsidized, meaning that rent is lower than the market rate, and tenants may be eligible for rent assistance programs. Non-market housing consists of public, social, and cooperative housing among others. Almost everyone knows what a house is, but do they know what a home is? Houses are cold, empty structures that can just be bought. It is really just wood and stone. A home, however, is a place of life and growth. Memories thrive in the environment of a home. There is something about a home that really makes you feel warm, safe, and loved. First of all, a home is not always luxurious. Some people's homes consist of a small hut. Habitat for Humanity can provide safe and luxurious homes that still have potential for memories. Some people live in shelters. These are exactly what they sound like. Sure, it is a roof over your head, but it is not a proper home. A house will keep you warm and dry, but there is a different feeling inside of the house. Your body may be warm in the house, but your heart will not be warm. Simply put, you do not feel good in a house. You do not feel safe or loved. In a home, you feel very safe and loved. Things that make a home special are different to everybody. There may be a certain photograph, or refrigerator magnet that makes you feel special. For me, when I look at the pantry, I think about how lucky I am to have copious amounts of food. When I look at photographs of my family, I am reminded of how wonderful and special my family is. People need homes, and I want to help people get homes. With Habitat for Humanity, this is possible. Houses and homes come in many forms around the world. There are 5 major types of houses: single-family houses, manufactured houses, condominiums, cooperative housing, and apartments. The term housing is used to describe any place people live that provides for the basic human need for shelter. A house is generally a permanent structure designed for humans to live in. Sometimes, people must live in temporary structures or locations such as cars or tents. These shelters are considered temporary and are not houses. One type of house is a single-family house. A single-family house is a freestanding building intended to provide a home for one family. Single-family homes are built on a plot of land and are not attached to any other houses or buildings. In a single-family house, the owners are responsible for the building as well as the land on which the building sits. There are many advantages to a single-family house. Some advantages are privacy, autonomy, status, and real estate investment. Living in a single-family house offers the tenants privacy because space and walls are not shared with any other families or tenants. Owners of single-family houses have autonomy over how they choose to decorate and furnish their houses and land. Owners of single-family houses enjoy the social status that comes along with owning a house. Additionally, owning real estate is an investment that typically appreciates and can build wealth for the owners. There are also many disadvantages to single-family houses. Some disadvantages are the high investment required, maintaining a lawn or other landscaping, having sole responsibility for maintenance, and lack of community. To purchase a single-family house, a large and long-term monetary investment is required. This means that many people are unable to purchase a single-family house for themselves. When living in a single-family house, the land also requires maintenance. Some communities have regulations that mandate the type and quality of landscaping required, and this can be a big responsibility. In a single-family house, the owner is responsible for all maintenance on the house. When something needs repair or replacement, the owner must pay for it. The cost is not shared with others. Lastly, when living in a single-family house, some people might feel isolated by living alone or with only their nuclear family rather than living as part of a larger community. Manufactured houses are houses that are built at a manufacturing facility or factory and then transported to the site they will be installed on. Like single-family houses, manufactured houses are intended to house one family. One difference between manufactured houses and single-family houses is that often, manufactured houses are in a community or park, with many other manufactured houses on rented lots. Manufactured houses can be put on land that is owned if the homeowner chooses. Manufactured houses types of homes are commonly referred to as trailers and can be single-wide, double-wide, or even triple-wide. There are many advantages to a manufactured house. Some advantages are lower initial investment, less time to build, and they are typically in a community. Manufactured homes often cost less than single-family houses and are therefore more accessible to many people. Because manufactured houses are built in a factory, the construction time is less than that of a single-family house, and owners can move into their new home sooner. Manufactured houses are often set up in a park community with many other manufactured houses. This can provide a sense of community while maintaining personal space and some privacy. There are also many disadvantages to manufactured houses. Some disadvantages are the longevity of the house, lack of customization, and ability to withstand extreme weather. Manufactured homes may not last as long in good condition as single-family homes because they are constructed. Since manufactured homes are built in a factory, they typically have fewer options for customization than a single-family house. Manufactured houses are sometimes not built on concrete foundations with solid wood or brick walls. Because of this, manufactured houses cannot withstand severe weather such as tornadoes and hurricanes and may be less safe than a single-family house. Thank you for watching this video.